Okay, so a lot of people ask me why it is I didn't get a quick hitch on that last video that I posted where I was going over the Pat's easy change system. They said, why didn't you get a quick hitch? Well, I did, I thought. I mean, that's what the Pat system is, right? Okay, so more specifically, why didn't you get a normal traditional quick hitch? Well, I thought that I did a really good job of explaining that in detail at the very beginning of that video, but I guess a lot of guys missed it. So let me go over it again. So the traditional style, what people call quick hitches, are a full frame, welded, solid piece of equipment that you connect to your 3-point hitch, and then you can just back up to your implement, connect and go, right? That's the idea. Those things have two major problems, which is why I didn't go with them, which is what I tried to explain in the other video. But hey, let's go over it again, just, to be sure. So the first major problem with the traditional quick hitches is that almost every brand of them on the market requires you to buy bushings for your implements. I have no idea why they do that. It's really stupid. It defeats the purpose, but that's how they are. You have to buy bushings to put on the pins of every implement that you've got, just so that you can use it and it will be compatible with that quick hitch. Now, there's one brand out there I've seen made by Spico that is not that way. It's a true category 1 quick hitch. So if you can find one of those, then maybe you can avoid that issue. But every brand out there I've seen requires you to have the bushings. So not only is that type of quick hitch more expensive than the Pat's system to begin with, but it also requires you to buy bushings, which are very expensive, for every implement you've got. And so that's just a no-go for me, or at least it has been. At this point I'm considering trying it because it might be a good idea for a video, to compare the two. But anyway, that's one major reason why I didn't do that. The second thing is, every implement is different. Like I said in the other video, the distance here, the exact width between the bottom pins, the way the top link is made, every brand of every different kind of implement might be a little different. The dimensions, the measurements might be slightly off. And so those quick hitches, if you go through and watch other people's YouTube videos and read out on the forums and so forth and so on, those standard quick hitches can be problematic. Because just like me, this box blade is a County Line brand. My land plane over there is a Land Pride brand. I've got a aerator coming one of these days that's made by Titan. So all of my implements are different brands. And a lot of guys are in that boat where you have different brands of implements. And I did not want to run into a situation where I spent hundreds of dollars on a quick hitch and bushings, and then I still ended up having to modify it to make it work with my stuff. To me, that defeats the entire purpose of having something that's supposed to be convenient and easy, right? So those two major points about the quick hitches are the thing that deterred me from getting one. Like for example, this box blade here, we've had it for a little while, but it's got the pins out here that just stick out. Well, this land plane over here made by Land Pride, it's quite a bit different. It's just got a couple of flanges there with a pin that you slide in, and then you can see how the top link on this is made. And the box blade over there is similar but slightly different. I'd say that aerator that I've got on order is going to have a different top link altogether. So that's basically what it comes down to, guys. The so-called quick hitches aren't so quick when you have different brands of implements and you have to end up modifying it to make it work. Now, if you've got a John Deere tractor and you've got a John Deere iMatch quick hitch and you've got nothing but John Deere or Frontier implements, then you probably don't have that issue. It's probably all okay. But most guys are not in that boat. Most guys are like me and they have lots of different brands of things. That's all there is to it. absolutely a piece of cake. Now obviously I still got to do the top link, but like I said, that's never been a problem anyway. The problem is always down there, and all you got to do is lift up on there, they snap into place, and then you just bam, you're done. So like I said, that's just basically all it boils down to, is the PATS system is a whole lot easier. I mean, yes, there's a little bit of setup involved, but it doesn't take that long to do. And once you get those installed and set up, you can hook up any implement. Doesn't matter how old it is, doesn't matter what brand it is, the PATS system will just connect and go. You still have to manually do your top link, but like I said in the other video, the top link isn't the problem anyway. Top links are easy to hook up, you know, because you can adjust those in and out. You know, they're on a swivel, no big deal. Pull the pin, hook it up and go. Top link's not the issue. The two bottom links are always the issue. That's where the hang up always happens. And with the PATS system, it eliminates that problem because it just snaps in, flip the lever, and you're gone. You know, you can go work and then you can come back, drop it and get your other implement and go. I mean, it's really easy. It allows the arms to still move because it's not a fixed box like a traditional quick hitch. So your arms can still move, and that means you can hook up to anything you want to hook up to. You don't have to have bushings for your implements, so that's a lot of money you save there. It's made in the USA, unlike a lot of those quick hitches. I mean, I could go on all day long. There's a lot of reasons why I went with a PATS system instead of the quick hitch. But anyway, obviously a lot of guys have different experiences with them, so it's interesting to hear, you know, what other guys have found with those. And like I said, now I'm kind of thinking maybe that'd be a good idea for a video. Maybe I'll show you using the PATS system, you know, actually using it to hook up to implements and so forth. And then maybe I'll go out here to a store and find a real common quick hitch, and we'll see if I can actually get it to work with all my different brands of implements, and we'll kind of compare the two. I might think about doing that. You know, it'd be really expensive to make a video like that, but it might be worthwhile, you know. So anyhow, just wanted to go over that again because I got a lot of questions and messages and comments on that video, which kind of surprised me, to be honest, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. So anyway, there's the answer to that. So in other news, we got this area here, which was completely overgrown with honeysuckle and brush, just a bunch of invasive species of brush and weeds and things. We got it all cleared out last year, but it was too late in the year to really do a whole lot of grass sowing. So, you know, throughout the winter, we got branches and leaves and all kinds of stuff in here. And I went through and raked it all out. I did what I could with the, I've got a chain harrow, a chain drag that I put behind the machine and pulled through there. But some of it I had to hand rake because there's some places where I just couldn't fit the machine between the trees, so I had to hand rake it. But anyway, I got it all raked out, roughed it all up, sowed my grass seed, went back over it again with the chain harrow turned upside down so that it just worked the seed into the ground. Brought the hose down here and put some water on it. Now I'm just waiting for some rain. If this doesn't work out, I think it'll be okay, but if it doesn't work out, then I may have to redo it and put some straw or mulch over it to try to give it a little better chance. In hindsight, what I probably would have done when we built this house, I probably would have had it hydro seeded. I've always wondered about that. I've seen other people do that and they have excellent results the first time. It's a little bit expensive, but in the long run, I think you would save money by hydro seeding because, like I said, it just seems to work the first time. So in retrospect, I probably would have done that. I probably would have went ahead and cleaned this out when we built the house so I could have it all hydro seeded at once. But anyway, got that project done. This is going to be a nice little scenic area. The Kentucky River's down there, so we can see out over the river. Cut off some of these tree stumps at a height where you can sit on them. Eventually, when I get grass in here, I might put a picnic table and some chairs and things in here. Be cool to have a little gazebo maybe down here one day. So just a nice little scenic area. But right now I'm just working on getting some grass in here. And then whenever the aerator shows up, I've got to go out and work this field up, because when I had this this fence built back in December. You know, of course, that's the season of dormancy for the grass, so it's not growing. And when the guys came in here with their equipment and trucks and trailers and tractors and everything, they really mashed down the grass in this field. So now whenever my aerator is delivered, I'm going to put that on the back of the tractor and work this field up with the spikes, try to get some oxygen into the grass, and hopefully give it a better chance of popping up and doing really well this year. So hopefully it'll look really nice here in a couple of months. But that's kind of an update on the projects that are going on around here at the moment. And I gotta go to town here in just a minute and pick my son up from school, so I guess I better jump off of here and go. But pretty soon, when we get ready to do the next phase, I'll show you how that all works out. So thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.